Danny Ventura, the Boston Herald. We're here at Robby Gambale, senior pitcher at Billerica High School. Last year, the dream of anyone is to win a sectional title. When you look back at it, what is the lasting memory you'll always have of that?
Oh, well, that was a special team, and I remember closing it out, and I always remember being at the bottom of the pile and everybody going crazy, having a great time at the Lasher Field.
And one of the things a lot of people say sometimes, maybe the Catholics should have their own tournament. The fact that you beat the Prep in the final, did that make it more satisfying?
Of course. We call it St. John's University. So it's always nice to be a Prep team and for a public school. I think all 4 public schools made it to the semis, and hopefully we can get back then this year.
Do you see this year that people are looking at you differently than they may have last May?
A little bit, yes. We have a target on our back since we had such a successful season last year, and have a lot to live up to.
Is it a lot easier for you? The luxury, a lot of teams, they basically have that one ace, and if he doesn't win, it could be another week. With you, you've got several pitchers. Does that make it easier for you?
Yeah, our depth in the pitching staff this year, we have me, Kyle Murphy, and Chris Murphy. We have 3 real good pitchers, and it gives us a lot of options, and if somebody has an off day, the next guy's there to pick us up next year.
As far as Assumption, what was it about Assumption that convinced you that that's the school for you?
I went on a visit. Coach Rocco, he's from a Tewksbury guy. I fell in love with the campus. Another coach from Billerica, his name's Joe Corey. I love the coaching staff, and can't wait to go there next year.
One last question. I know the goal is just to get in the tournament. Is there part of you that thinks about the Super 8, or what it'd be like to be one of the 8 teams?
Yeah, our goal is to make it to the Super 8 and do some damage there. So if we keep playing like we have been, hopefully we can get there.
Here with Joe Higgins, the head baseball coach at Billerica High School. Joe, talk about the intangibles Robby brings to the table.
Rob, the main thing I think about when I talk to or think of Robby is that he's just a workaholic. I remember before he was in high school, I work here in town, and I work at the recreation department. I'd show up at the fields, and there'd be 2 guys out on the field. I go, look, and it's his father and him taking ground balls in the middle of August. And so he's always been one of the hardest workers I've ever coached. I don't think I've coached a player that doesn't work harder at the game. And he plays basketball too, and he works. He's a gym rat. He's always in the gym, working, playing. So he's just that's something you can't teach. A kid that wants to go out and get better all the time, to the point where it might even be too much if that's possible. So he's unbelievable as far as always wanting to work and get better and improve himself. He's an all-around baseball player. I told the coach from Assumption, Rocco, I said, look at this kid can play. He's a vacuum cleaner. He can hit. And he can pitch, so he does it all. He's my leadoff hitter this year. He can run too. So he's got all the tools, and he's quite a player.
Thanks so much.